Hey everyone, it's Jess Ideas, and today marks 6 years on YouTube as Jess Ideas. I started my channel in 2014, and a lot of things have changed since then. I mean, clearly, right? Like, 2014, 6 years ago, I wasn't even 15, because I have a late birthday, so I was technically 14 when I started this channel. How time flies. Thought that today I would take down the virtual Zoom background to show all of you my personal space. So I actually live in a very small room. This is my own room. This is my bedroom back home. It's no bigger than a college dorm. If anything, the dorms at Bryn Mawr were way bigger than my room. But as you can see, I can touch the wall from my bed, and yeah, it's just big enough for my closet. I have a loft bed so I can put storage underneath. I have a little, makeshift work from home office. Yeah, it's just big enough for a small person like me to do what she gotta do. I guess what I'm trying to show all of you in this video, I feel like in the 6 years that I've filmed on YouTube, I just filmed content. And I remember my first real entryway into the YouTube community when I first started was filming a lot of mail opening videos. I really loved opening different packages that I got in the mail, and I got into a lot of giveaways on YouTube. I would win giveaways just so that I could have a package to open on camera. People liked watching my reactions. And then as that progressed and I was getting through high school, I talked a little bit more about, applying to colleges, figuring out which college to go to. And of course, when I went to Bryn Mawr, I vlogged a lot about Bryn Mawr and my experiences there, talking about my personal difficulties. And I ended up being pretty much like the most famous vlogger at Bryn Mawr College. And I had the privilege of meeting so many of the students that actually came to Bryn Mawr after watching my videos. So it's been a long journey. I've been filming a lot of different content. I remember as a teen, I was always thinking, what's the theme of my YouTube? Like, what are the topics I'm going to focus on? And as I kept doing this, I realized there's no real theme. YouTube is just an outlet for me. It's just about myself. It's just me sharing my stories. So some of you were wondering, hey, did you end up dropping out? Because I did post a really concerning video over the summer right before I went back to college about how I was doubting my journey through higher education and whether or not I wanted to continue, and I was considering dropping out. Bryn Mawr at that point had messed up my financial aid 3 times, and I was in a money pinch, so I was considering it. But no, I didn't drop out. I stayed for the entire semester. I finished both thesis dissertations for both of my majors. I graduated early, graduated December 2019. I paid my tuition after I graduated, but of course I spoke to the registrar in the school about that, so it was given the okay. A lot of things have happened since that video on whether or not I should drop out, and I've clearly grown as a person. It's been several months now. I think this will be the realest video that I ever upload on my YouTube. I mean, there's no virtual background. It's a cluttered background. This is my personal space. You're seeing those pajamas on the bed. I didn't put on any makeup for this video. I have a skin condition, and I was gonna make videos talking about that actually, but I have a skin condition. I am a flawed human being, but this is my bare face. I started collecting clip-on earrings. They have wings on them, I started working full-time. That was exciting. Yeah. Last semester, my last semester at Bryn Mawr, basically my only senior year semester, was really hectic. I was like trying to balance two theses, but also applying to whatever job. So a lot of you guys know that I was very much into academia and research. I was encouraged by a lot of professors to pursue a PhD, but then as you know, my senior year was coming to an end, I felt like that wasn't for me, at least not now. I feel like going to grad school is something I can pursue in the future when I have time and the money to do it. So I completely diverted off that track. I I actually work at a tech company now, and I'm in business. So very different from Bryn Mawr, and that's okay. That happens, you know. I think I got very lucky. It's very difficult to get hired for my position, at least, coming from no experience, no background, and my managers and higher ups were very much aware of that. They were like, "We took a chance because you had an interesting personality." Interesting personality. That's something I've heard a lot over the years. I'm really proud that I pushed through Bryn Mawr. As much as, you know, I have a hate-love relationship with Bryn Mawr, you know, there were really times that I hated being at college. But now that I'm out, I can really look back and appreciate the moments that it's helped me most. And I grew so much from college. I mean, I was doing so much, I was involved in so much. And the fact that I'm still connected to the school through not only like the programs and the contributions I've made to campus, but also through the friends and the families I've made at Bryn Mawr. And that stuff is so valuable to me. Like I will forever cherish that part. I applaud Bryn Mawr. I think Bryn Mawr has done a great job. I know there's petitions going on, there's complaints from people in and below my class year, but I think Bryn Mawr has done a great job. I have a lot of friends that are still on campus, and that are allowed to be on campus as long as they follow social distancing. They're still being provided with their meals by the dining hall. None of the dining hall service workers have been fired to my knowledge or laid off. They're still working. And yeah, I think all the students even received like a work study compensation. So, you know, kudos to Bryn Mawr, but I think Bryn Mawr did a great job. So I'm grateful that Bryn Mawr is taking care of their students. Even though I don't go there anymore, I'm technically an alum now, but you know, I'm technically still part of class of 2020, and if I was on campus and had nowhere to go, I wouldn't know what to do. So I'm really happy that Bryn Mawr took the steps that it took. The reason I started my YouTube as a 14-year-old, and I've mentioned this before, was because I was really depressed and I needed an outlet for my emotions. It's really nice to be told when someone's proud of you. Yeah, I was really depressed as a teenager. There are a lot of things that made my teenage years very unhappy, and I felt like I couldn't really escape from my problems at the time. And so YouTube was something I'd always thought about, and so I used it as an escape. I was always happy on camera, even though it was just me talking to a screen or talking to my phone. It felt like people were listening. And as my audience grew slowly but surely, I remember the milestones really clearly in my head. I remember when I first got 100 subscribers, and then 500, and then was so beautiful getting 1,000 right before I left for college. Yeah. And the fact that some of my college vlogs have over 10K views, like, I can't even imagine 10,000 people. So, like, 10,000 viewers, like, oh my gosh, like, that's crazy to me. I got involved in so many communities, and because I've gotten very irregular with posting, I'm no longer a part of a lot of the YouTube communities. I don't really have YouTube friends anymore, but it's still me and my channel and whoever wants to watch, and I'm always grateful for whoever is still staying tuned and just watching me grow up, essentially. I'm obviously not the same teenager that started the channel. Even my voice changed. If you've been a regular viewer, you'll notice that. I really grew up since I was 14. Some of the videos are so embarrassing, I would never rewatch them. And I consider taking it down like any normal, sensible YouTuber would, but I also can't bring myself to take it down because it's like, wait, that was once me, and that was once someone, like, that others liked watching. And, like, it's like, you know, that was my adolescence, and I don't want to conceal it, so I just keep all the embarrassing videos up. This is not to say that I am no longer depressed or that YouTube cured me of my depression. Not even close. I think my relationship with depression is a very intimate one. You know, my depression knows me very well. It knows when to bite me at my weakest moments. But my depression also knows how strong I am, and it knows when, you know, it knows when the dips are. It knows when to come get me, but it also can feel when I'm getting myself back on my feet. Yeah, so it's been a long journey. I think I've grown a lot as a person. I've been able to self-reflect a lot better and feel better about the things I've said and done, and also how I feel in the present. I've learned to engage in the moment. And I hope as I continue to grow up that I can keep filming YouTube videos, become an even more open and expressive person, and continue doing things that impact the lives around me and also my own life. That's really all I want. I would say the biggest things I've learned during this shelter-in global shutdown situation is to not take things for granted and really appreciate what you have. I have a lot of things to be grateful for. You know, I've also met a lot of people through YouTube, met a lot of people through social media. I've met people during this pandemic. There are a lot of things to be grateful for. And I know that when we get out of this, I'll appreciate my outdoors life that much more. So, yeah. 6 years on YouTube. Happy YouTube anniversary to me, Just Ideas. And I hope I can keep producing good, authentic content for all of you to watch. Thank you for staying tuned. You know, thank you all. Happy 6 years to those of you that have watched me for 6 years. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. And I'll see you all soon on the next video. I've been trying to film more regularly, if you haven't noticed. No guarantees, but we're working on it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye, and stay safe.